Hi, it's your favourite Yorkshire demo here. It's Suzanne at Hullahbaloo.com, and today's project is another in my Simple Sunday series. What is Simple Sunday? Simple Sunday is when I showcase a single stamp set or bundle on a 3x3 square that's then mounted onto a white card base. And today is this one. So as you can see, I don't know if you can pick up how gorgeous that top die is there. So this is in the mini catalogue, and this is actually part of a larger suite, but the bundle itself is this one. So this is Hydrangea Haven, and it comes with a photopolymer stamp set that has 22 stamps in it, and then this die set here, which is called Hydrangea Dies. This one here is the one we use to create that gorgeous head, and as you can see, it doesn't just cut it. It gives them a little cut, so to speak. It doesn't fully cut them, is what I'm trying to say, so that you can then pop them out, and like I have, and see the beauty of them. So we're going to use this die today. We're also going to use this outline die, and we're also going to use this detailed stem. And then the last one will be this one up here, which is just a gorgeous stitched little label. But we'll get all of those on here. Pop the dies out the way. So the stamp set is absolutely beautiful, and the front of it here is only 70% accurate to the sizing of the stamps. So if I show you inside, as you can see here, it's a two-tone stamp set when I get my teeth in. So this heat colour block here fills in. This one does this, the stem itself, and then there's a little background one there for your sentiments. I am not using much of this stamp set today, apart from the label, which I'm using, which is You Are Capable of Amazing Things, which is this one here, I think. Yes. So we'll pop them down. Okay, so I'll get my sentiment mounted because I'm going to get everything ready for die cutting. Okay, so straighten myself back up. On a piece of Whisper White, I'm using my gorgeous grape ink, and I'm just going to pop that sentiment in, ready for die cutting. There we go, look how cute that is. Although I don't think that's straight. I think I slightly warped the stamp as I've put that on there. Let's do that again. Much better. So pop that out of the way, and the ink can go away as well. I have a scrap of gorgeous grape, which we'll be using for the flower head. Old olive, which we'll be using for the stem. And then a piece of Whisper White, which I'll be using for the base. So as you can see in the background there, if I bring it closer, you can see here that I've mounted the flower and the stem onto the white base first, and that was just because this head here, I wanted it to, well, one, I wasn't sure how I was going to do the card, and then two, I wanted this head to have something to stick onto first, because of the glue element to it. I didn't want to put it straight on, and then I wasn't sure if I was going to make it pop out even further with some dimensionals, which in the end I didn't. But let's get these cut. So I'm just going to pop that card out of the way, and all these pieces, and I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss, which is amazing when I'm filming like this because it doesn't take up much room. It's very lightweight and means you don't see me struggling to bring it in. So we've got cutting plate number 1, cutting plate number 2. I'm going to trim this purple piece down, this gorgeous grape, and pop that at the top. And then I'm going to do the same here, see if I can fit them all on in one go. trim that down so it fits on better. Where's the edge of my, there we go. Trim that on, and then we'll pop the sentiment on the end there. We'll have to do the white base separate, but that's fine. So in the middle there, we'll get that centered up. Brilliant. And then we'll pop our top on, and through that goes. Is that going? Yep. Have I just moved that end bit? Yes, I have. So we'll take that out and I'll put that in next. I'll just pop these through and I will show you just how gorgeous that flower head finishes off. There we go. So if we pop these to one side. So look at that. I'll show you the underneath of it and you can see where it's done all those little cuts so that we can then use that. Look at that. Beautiful. So pop that to one side. And then the stem itself. Again, beautiful. Pop out our inners. And we'll put these to one side as well. Make sure we get all of those out. If you've got a dye brush, you could use your dye brush. And then there we go. Bring that out. And be careful if you use the stem to bring it out of its dye. As you're so thin, you could break it. And there we go, look. So pop that to one side as well. We'll get our base on. Okay, so the base itself, can we trim that a bit? We can. So I'm just going to trim this. Pop that on there. And then we're going to pop the sentiment on the end, and hopefully this time we won't move it. Feed that through again without sliding everywhere. See, the cut and emboss is so, I need to do it that way, don't I? Otherwise I'm just going to move that. Right, we'll try that again because I keep moving this little one at the end. I'm going to put that one in first so it's got less chance to move. You could use washi tape and not just risk it like I am. But there we go. In it goes. Ooh. Come on. What have I done? Should we try it from the other side? I'm going to put that through separate. Let's try again. Right, okay, sorry about that. My phone battery went then. I didn't realise until I'd put these bits through the die cut machine there. So you saw me cut those two, and then I put these two through just as my camera died. So we've got all our pieces ready. All I'm going to do from here is this one. I'm going to flip it upside down, and with my scissors I'm just going to poke these little heads through so that they've got a bit of elevation when we then put them onto our piece of card, because we don't want them to be stuck down. They look beautiful stood up. It does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. They look really, really pretty, as you saw on that first piece I did. Because they're already cut, you don't need to push too hard. You just need to literally poke them to just encourage the card to bend a little. Like so. I'm just going to do that on all sides. And you can see it coming together already as you're poking them through. Only thing you've got to be careful of now is not squashing them back down. And then you can see on the other side, if you think any aren't poked through enough, just give them another little bit of encouragement. And there we go, that part's ready. So I'm using multi-purpose liquid glue for sticking the actual head and the stem down. I'm just putting some tiny little bits when it wants to come through. There we go, I'm just putting tiny little bits on in the key places of the leaf, just so that something sticks down as we put it to the card. Like so. And then just rub that down the centre to get a bit of a cut in there. And then if we flip this over, I'm going to use the bits that I haven't put glue on to position this. So I focus on the stem first. And then you'll see the head and the stem don't quite meet. So what I do, because I want mine to meet, is I chop it there, and then that becomes my little sticky point for putting my head to the flower top now of there. So then I can do it like that. So then same on the back of here, just putting bits in key areas around the edges and in the centre, like so. I just roughly rub that over, and then we just need to try and match this up. So there's a little jolt out part here, which is the bit I work towards, and there's also a double bump here, which you can use as the double bump is here. So I'm just going to match that up. And then if you pick the two up, bring them together, they layer perfectly on one another. I'm just going to run my fingers around the edges because I don't want to squash all my pieces. If you find you have, you can take your pick tool and just pop your piercing tool under them, and that'll raise them back up again. And then a blob of glue on that top piece there. And then we'll find the piece that we cut, which is there on the back, and get that stuck. And there we go, our flower is ready and our sentiment is ready. So a 3x3 piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to bring my original card in, which is there. So 3x3, we've got our flower here, and I'm sticking this flat to the to the 3x3, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more Tombow on the back. This time with enough that we know it's going to stick properly. This time I am keeping any excess that hangs over the edge of the 3x3. So I don't want this one like that. Yeah. And then I'm just using my tool just to press this down and into place. And then I'm popping my sentiments up on some mini dimensionals, just one on each side so that it can go over that leaf. Take those backs off, like so. And then of course pop it on straight and the right way up. There we are. And then if we grab this now, we can grab our card base. So my card bases are half a sheet of cardstock with the full length. So in where I am, that is International A4. But where you are, that will may differ dependent on your location. So we'll just give that a crease there. And then to give it some height, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of my square. I pop 5, one in each corner and one in the middle. Take the backs off of these. Like so. And then on the front of our card, and there we are, 2 gorgeous cards ready for a very lucky recipient. In the description box below you can find all the links to my social media, including my blog, which is where I will have put all my sizes, measurements and products used, ready for you to go and grab your own crafting tools. I post content every day of the week on my social media, so you can go across to Facebook or to Instagram. And of course, here on YouTube, if you liked my video and you like my content, please hit the subscribe button below, hit the notification bell, and then you will be notified every time I upload a video every Sunday, Wednesday and Saturday. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.